Well, it's Friday, June 2nd, and we are at the Chadron State Park in Chadron, Nebraska. Camped overnight, had a little bit of rain. The tent stayed mostly dry. We got a little moisture in the corner, so it's one of those things like when your roof leaks, never quite sure where it came from, whether it's a seam that's leaking or could have been splashing. It was a pretty heavy rain. It might have splashed down and back up again. Could be condensation, don't know, but we've got some time to dry it out. It's about 9 a.m. I've been up since about 4:30 since this is mountain time. Not quite used to that. But there's some trails here, some mountain bike trails that I'm going to try. We scoped them out last night. They were pretty dry. It's been raining a lot here. They were pretty dry last night, but it's rained since then. But I'm going to check it out. There's trails on this side, on the state park side, and then on the other side. Well, the trail is moist, but it's not slippery. Now, don't think I'm damaging the trail, so I'm going to keep going. Well, so much for saying that it wasn't muddy. We've got a little patch here. I'm going to try to walk around. Hopefully the rest of the trail isn't this bad. It looks like the water drains right here onto the trail. I came up on the campground trail. I'm headed towards the Overlook. An Overlook trail here to the left. And my heart rate is getting high, so it's time to doff my long sleeve shirt. It's pretty scenery here. We're up in the northwestern corner of Nebraska, and so this is part of the Black Hills too here. You don't normally associate Nebraska as being too hilly. This is a real gem. I'm sure if I'm going to make this hill, I'm going to give it a shot. So, well, I made it up the steep part. Got to a little plateau here. Technically, I'm not all the way up. I'm calling it good. Here's some more of the scenery in the area. Well, it did get a little muddy on the rest of the way the hill up. It was pretty slippery, so I walked it the rest of the way up. But here's some more of the scenery. It's just beautiful here. Here's some of the wildflowers up here. Trying to turn around every little bit I can. Had a little noise on my chain or tire. I think it's maybe just where the mud had built up. I can't hear anything now. I've turned it over and rotated the wheel around a few times. Going through a cow gate here. So I'm not sure if the cattle's on this side or on the other side. Haven't seen any yet. Just made it up over a ridge, so here's some more scenery on the other valley. So yeah, just making sure I'm going to continue on the Black Hills Overlook Trail. So that's interesting. They call this, well, they say Pine Ridge Trail over that way. I think that's over on the other side of the highway. That's the one I was going to try if this was too muddy. I stopped and put the bike in third gear Any lower than that, it's got a little too much torque for the slipperiness. Here we go. Oop, can't get my, having trouble getting my shoes into the cleat because of so much mud built up. Okay, got the right one in the cleat. Here goes. Oh, slipped out already. On these ascents, when you don't have any traction to speak of, the rear tire just spins out. Looks like we've had a fire or something over here on this side. But then here's another valley. Just came up a fairly difficult ascent. Was able to do it. Look who I met up here. How'd you get up here, Eileen?
Well, I drove to the top practically and then been on the trail, but I've been on the trail for half an hour. Been on the trail for half an hour. So
we clicked some photos. We just can't get over the scenery, and this is just the start of our experience in the Black Hills. So we may be tired of it by the time we're done with. I don't know. I kind of doubt it though. It's great. So Eileen, you're gonna hike some more down.
15 more minutes and then
down that way. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. Hopefully it's all downhill from now on. I've hiked a bike like 2 or 3 times already. Okay, see you. Some more of the scenery. Just made it up that small hill there. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it up this one. I'll give it a shot though. I'll be hike biking. Not quite. Gotta hike a bike a little. What's that?
So I'd be doing the same. It's hard to get up these hills, even just walking.
I know. At least it's not muddy up here.
Right. That's good.
When I first started down by the campground, it's real muddy.
It definitely makes it more difficult.
Yeah, no traction to speak of. See ya. There's another cattle gate, my third one. This is Nebraska, my 28th state to mountain bike. And what I've been rating the trails as is by challenge and scenery. Palo Duro Canyon is probably my tops, but I'd have to say this probably gives it a real challenge. I'd like to maybe do this one again when it's not so muddy. I mean, but it is a challenge. I have been hiking biking. I generally kind of like a trail that's a good challenge, but that I don't have to hike a bike. Don't believe I hiked a bike too much. Oh no, I think I did hike a bike a little bit at Palo Duro Canyon. But yeah, with that criteria, this trail is giving Palo Duro Canyon a run for its money. It's beautiful, it's challenging. These little side spurs. So when you see that, it probably means there's a good view top the peak. So this is where Eileen parked here. I could just rack up the bike and get it right down, but I'm going to ride it. And he says there's a little bit of pavement, which isn't good for my tires. I've got the softest rubber compound I can find on the back to help me with the ascents, but it gets worn out pretty quickly on pavement. So I don't want to see too much pavement, but I think I can make it down and then cross over close to where we're camped on another bike trail. Gonna continue on Cabin Trail. I've been on it for a while. It's been really grassy. I was just getting ready to do this downhill, so here goes. Got my seat post down as far as it'll go. Got my butt back over the end of the seat. All right, I had the brakes on pretty severely there. Didn't want to go too fast. Alrighty. Now where? I think I go left. Just getting back here, just racking the bike back up. Let's see, it was out 2:20 altogether, but I was on the phone about 20 minutes, so like a 2-hour bike ride, and let's see, about 40 minutes in the aerobic zone. Not bad. What a beautiful trail. So we're gonna break camp here, and I'm gonna shower, and we're gonna have some lunch, and we're gonna head up to Cave of the Winds National Park. Just what, an hour and a half from here?
Hour 13 minutes.
Hour and 13 minutes.